Lambie achieved legendary status in 2013 when he kicked that match-winning conversion against New Zealand at Emirates Ellis Park. He called time on his playing days in 2018. Since then, he's settled back in KZN with his family and embarked on a new career.
So when I finished playing rugby, I joined Collins Residential. It's a property development company in KZN. And essentially what we do is residential developments. Predominantly, we take previously unzoned land, for example, agricultural land. We rezone it, service it by putting in all the bulk services. That's roads, stormwater, fibre, power, water, etc. And then transfer individual pieces of land to end users. It's been just over 3 years now. I've thoroughly enjoyed it and very chuffed that there's a space on that team for me to join when my playing days are done.
He's taken lessons learned from his playing career into his new one.
I certainly learned how to get along with people who had varying interests, had various strengths and weaknesses. And so I think that it's no different in the work environment. You're in the office or you are working on projects with teams of people, maybe not necessarily 40 or 50 people, but 5, 6, 7, 10, 15 people, and obviously everyone is different. And I think being in a high performance, pressured team environment certainly learnt a lot of lessons there that make it easier to deal with pressure, intense environments, I guess, in the business world too. The things I missed the most about playing days was the high performance environment, the fact that every day you're needing your body to perform, you're needing to, I guess, push those limits and those boundaries to continue to improve, but physically, mentally as well. So I really missed the team environment. I was very fortunate that I had really good friends in most of the teams that I was a part of. And so, you're 9 to 5, you're doing something that you love with people that you really enjoy being around. It's hardly considered a job. The transition from playing to, I guess, life after rugby in the real world, it was not easy. I obviously had plans on playing for a lot longer than what I did, so it was a sudden, abrupt end. And whilst during my playing days, I had always thought of what was next and what was in the future, what the future held post-playing days. It was kind of sprung at us or thrown at us a little bit earlier than what we would have liked. But having said that, I think I was very fortunate that I've got involved with a company and within an industry that I am really enjoying and that I can see myself being involved or being a part of long term. Yeah, whilst it wasn't easy and I still have days where it hurts, still see some of my friends who are the same age as me running around on the field, and I often wish and think how cool it would be if I was still playing and for my little boys to be able to watch me on the field. But all in all, I think I've been lucky that the transition has been relatively smooth, and this next chapter of my life has been stimulating so far. For all intents and purposes, we're very, very happy. There's a lot going on at any given time, which makes it very exciting to be a part of. The group's very dynamic, so there are many balls up in the air all at once. And so it's fast moving and very exciting for us as Collins Residential to be handing over the baton, I guess, to the homeowners and to everyone who has invested in this lifestyle and this way of life. Studying whilst playing is not very easy. I was lucky to have hit it on the head very early on in my career. I did a degree in environmental management through UNISA, and there was a large part of sustainability involved in that degree, a little bit of economics, some project management and a few other modules. to have just had a small little background in those, in business through economics and the project management side of things, which is a large part of property development. But again, not the be-all and end-all, because it's very much a case of learning as you go, and experience counts for far more than that. But pleased that my folks were adamant I got a degree to my name, and pleased that it has been relevant now in the career that I'm in.